Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Replay Metroid Zero Mission. In the last part, we got the various suit in the wave beam, and now we're going to continue on back into the cave-like areas of Norfair. These areas just stand out so much, because there's only like 3 rooms in the entire game like this. Wait, no. 4. And I don't know what they're supposed to represent. Rot? Just habitable caves? I don't know. But anyway, if you might remember those larvae from last part, this is what happens before they're going to their chrysalis state. And this is a rather simple boss fight. Just freeze the little beetle thing when it's at a point where you can jump up, and missile its little tentacle things holding it to the wall. You cannot destroy the brown one, though, only the red and green ones. And you can destroy its spread shot to get ammo if you need it. And I swear this sounds exactly like another song in Fusion. If you guys can remember what I'm talking about the boss theme for that Shozo statue look-alike that you get the plasma beam from. Yeah, this boss isn't that hard though, although I just realized its color changes a little bit as you go. Huh. Anyway, defeat it, it just falls to the ground, that's about it. We can go down here and into this area. Well, that's kind of worrisome, but welcome to Ridley's lair. This place is kind of bad. Well, it's mostly just because I have kind of sour memories of it, because I always got stuck here as a kid. And we can't progress any further that direction because green door. And if we come in here, we see that the bug has taken nest. Also, I love Ridley's lair theme. It's eerie, and it reminds me of something that I can't put a name to, though. It's also a rather short area. Then again, the entire game's short. We're only like at the probably around the 45-minute point at this point in gameplay. And now the bug's gone. I wonder if it's going to be another boss fight. By the way, I think you have to destroy all these eggs to progress. Jump up here, and there it is. You just have to missile that little stinger of its. And it's kind of pathetically easy. And shinesparking into it sadly does nothing. I wish they had done that as a reference to Super Metroid with Dragon. Because for those of you who don't know, in Super Metroid, if you shinespark diagonally into Dragoon's belly, you can actually one-shot it. If you position it just correctly, though. Because the shinespark does crazy damage. But yeah, that's pretty much all you have to do. Go back and forth and missile its ass. Why is it that it's always the ass or the eye that's really a weak point? I mean, it kind of reminds me of Spyro: A Hero's Tale. And this is one thing I actually never realized until now. You actually have to go all the way to the left in order to progress here. In my past experiences, I just thought you had to wait for it to come up, but no, you have to wait for it to do that. But in doing that, we get the super missiles, which are very powerful. They are equivalent to 5 normal missiles. The way you use them, hold R and press select, and you can switch between the 2 types of missiles. You can just press select normally, actually, just to access them, but I usually do it after I've already held down R. I tried to shinespark these guys, but they got in my way. Also, I will say this, Ridley's lair, if you're going for 100%, has easily one of the most annoying missile packs to get in the game. It involves a lot of shinesparking, and it's... ugh. In fact, that one missile pack is the reason I don't 100% Zero Mission often. Anyway, you see that energy tank there? This is actually a bit of a reference to Super Metroid as well, with another energy tank, I believe. But about as you can see, they just come out of there. The 4 blocks in front of it are fake. That's pretty much a noob trap. And I'm not progressing any farther this direction, although I think there might be a missile tank in one of these 2 rooms, but I don't care. I prefer to go the other way. Plus, I get this room, which gives me some good power-ups a lot of the time. I believe to the left there is a map room. I don't remember because I have not been in there since probably my 3rd playthrough. It's funny, out of all the Metroid games I've played, the only ones I have absolutely memorized are Fusion, Zero Mission, and Required Map Room. This would actually probably been the better point to show them off, but oh well. And, probably Other M, because I actually really like Other M. As controversial as that may be, I think it's fantastic. Though the voice acting sucks. As long as it plays fine, I'm good. Missile pack right there. And at that point, I think I might have over 100. Keyword is think. You know, one thing I don't think I've ever tested is whether or not the 2 parts of the wave beam actually count as 2 different projectiles. I know the plasma beam counts that as 2 different, but I'm not sure about the other with the wave beam. That should have opened that door, I'm gonna be honest, because the way that these doors actually work when you have to shoot them, the Prime series says that all you have to do is register a small shock, so probably just like knock on it to open it. That's used to keep environmental fauna out, and oh dear, another one of those blocks. That means there's another unknown item in the near future. And like in Prime, they also explain different kinds of doors as needing certain kind of environmental temperatures, like plasma beam doors needing high temperatures, ice beam needing low, wave needing a good amount of electrical interference. In this, though, it's pretty much just concussives. By the way, that one to the right there, that follows you down to the room below, so don't do that. We'll be in that room eventually anyway. What does this song remind me of? Anyway, there's a missile tank down here. It's down here in the bottom right. It's always good to have more missiles. You know, one thing I can say that I'm very glad they improved over here in Zero Mission compared to the original is the fact that, oh, I don't know, the rooms aren't always cut and paste. In fact, aside from save rooms, there's barely any cut and paste. So yeah, I love that. Because the original one was just really hard to navigate. By the way, missile pack right there. And super missile this thing. Bomb and shoot for what is probably going to be the only super missile pack I'm going to get in the game. Super missile packs give you 2 per item, whereas missile packs give you 5. And obviously E-tanks give you 1. I forget what's in the left, actually. I think it might be an E-tank. Or energy tank. E-tanks are the things for Mega Man. And for all I know, though, it also might just be a missile. That's me trying to be badass and jump all the way up there, but no. Ain't gonna happen. This is me thinking ahead a bit. This is actually how you have to exit this room, because the unknown item is coming up. And, oh, join another one of these guys, and they actually attack you now. These ones would be pretty much become the normal kind of things that you'll see throughout all of Fusion. But they're still rather easy. I hate how you have to waste 3 missiles instead of 1, though. And we're in the boss room, and no one's here. Anyway, third unknown item. This one also looks familiar to Super Metroid players. You'll find out why in the final part. And it goes into the suit category. Interesting. Let's restock on energy, missiles, and super missiles, because I like being full stock for what's coming up. And blow that up now. Energy tank! You know, I wonder if they did that as a reference to Super Metro, with the energy tank in the, room after the boss here. And the door's locked. Crap. Meet Ridley! He's a dragon, or pterodactyl. Space pterodactyl, rather. And he's actually named as a reference to Ripley Scott from the Alien series. In fact, he's also designed after the Xenomorph. Just pump missiles into him. He's not that hard. I love his song, though. And yeah, he's pretty much just like that. He's pathetically easy. And with that, now both of these things light up. Ooh, interesting. That last scream always just sounded so blood-curdling to me. I don't know why. And also, for some reason, I think when the screen has to scroll up like that, I don't think you can wall jump effectively, because I'm not able to do so at the moment. Oh, one thing that's annoying about enemies from the tube like that, as you'll see later on in this part, if you kill an enemy and it drops something like a missile, super missile, or energy pellet, the enemy won't respawn until after you pick up the item, and I love doing that. I love charging through enemies with the speed booster. Not as satisfying as it was in Super Metroid, I will say that. Energy tank down here, by the way. Because in Super Metroid, you pretty much just go ludicrous speed. In this one, you just go to red. You're like the... what's it called? The Red Comet from the original Gundam. You move 3 times faster. Anyway, now we can go back up here. So I'm very happy right now. Midterms just finished, and it is glorious. Ow. Ugh. I hate it when that happens. Anyway, this one's kind of a dick move because you have to actually place it correctly when it's flying in this direction, and I always have trouble doing this. I think I did it in the original Let's Play, but after this try, I just say screw it. Because, yeah, I ain't jumping on that. This jump's not annoying if you're new to the game, by the way. Those guys always reminded me of Meta Knight for some reason, and I don't know why. I forget why those 3 bomb blocks are there. I believe there's an item there. Keyword is believe. It's been forever since I 100%ed this game, as I said earlier. But with that, we're done Ridley's Lair. We never have to come back here again. Thank God, too, because I have terrible memories of that place, trying to get that one missile pack. What's back here? Chozo statue. Oh. Shit. Well, we're not finding an item for that thing. What did break that anyway? I always just assume it was Ridley coming in, but we're never quite told. And I forget what the purpose of bombing that is. If there's even a purpose at all. Anyway, don't stop when you're running through here. You want to be going speed booster. Because that's the only way you can unblock this thing. Which will send us through the sky! And into an area we won't be able to get to otherwise. With these guys, like I said earlier, they're pretty much just faster, more powerful versions of the beetle things that we've been seeing in the previous areas. But we're about to screw them over royally with the screw attack. Pretty much turns us, when we're somersault jumping, into a living saw blade. Really high damaging attack. Pretty much you can just damage when somersaulting. Makes a cool sound too. And with it you can also open screw attack specific blocks, which you will know when it has a red dot with yellow surrounding it. Although it's weird having it without having what's often seen as a companion to it, the space jump, which we'll be getting into later. As for why I'll be getting into it later, it's because, reasons. Because being able to be a living saw blade just isn't as cool when you can jump infinitely. But yeah, it kills one of those things in one hit, which is satisfying beyond belief. It's also, what, the screw attack's a weird item in the Metroid Prime series, because it acts as a quintuple jump. And it still hurts, but it's so awkward to aim with. And again, that's one of the very few things that I don't like about the Prime series, is the way they handle the screw attack. Ah well. Satisfying. And again, other than that, the Metroid Prime series is just overall fantastic, aside from 2, and that's just because 2 is kind of boring. Prime 1 and 3, though, are fantastic. Whee! Ow. You ever wonder if she gets concussions from that? In fact, one thing I'm surprised I haven't gotten into is how does she fit into the morph ball? I think Vsauce or Game Theory went into that at some point or another, but I never watched it. And there's screw attack blocks right there, so that saves us the time of having to go up to that thing again. Thank you, lad. And if I'm correct, this is going to be the last time we're going through this series of rooms. Yeah, it should be. Yeah, it more than likely is. Which is sad too, because I actually do like this room just because you're in it so often. There's just something fun about playing a Metroid game and being so used to the level design that you can just flow through it in a single thing without getting disturbed once. It's kind of like playing a Sonic game and not getting hit or having to press the jump button because you know the routes so much. And as you just saw there are speed booster blocks there that you need to be in a morph ball to get to, which I think actually leads to a sequence break if you know how to do it just right. Alas, though, we can't do that. Or, well, I could, I don't remember how to. Why am I going up here? I think I got so much of that flow I mentioned earlier that I actually ended up going too far. Maybe I just wanted to hear Brinstar some more, I don't know. Maybe that's the point you're supposed to find out that you can destroy those blocks, actually, because I never thought about that, because you'll probably be jumping to get up there with the screw attack. Hey, yeah, that's probably intentional. I never thought about that. The things you do when you're recording. As Murphy's Law dictates, not only will things go wrong when they're not supposed to, but new things tend to happen. But now it's time for us to go into this room we haven't been in since part 1, the face room. And with Ridley and Kraid defeated, these will now open. I have actually never tested what happens if you come here when you've only beaten one. I'm not sure, actually. Let's head down this elevator, shall we? That kind of freaked me out as a kid because I didn't expect the Metroid to come towards us. But yes, those are Metroids, but we're going to see them next time. Thank you guys for watching, rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And next time on Let's Play Metroid Zero Mission, we'll be continuing through this area of Torian and seeing what we can do there. See you guys then.